When I can squat with 50 kilos on the bar, then I will attempt to squat you.
Did you put 220s on?
No.
Oh. Put it on the floor, you can.
Yeah, leg press is different.
Okay, so if you're doing the uphill.
Yes.
You could do it.
You could do it.
Alright, it's poop time.
What?
This is funny.
This is just the life we have, right?
But
But you know what? It also means it's gonna be good for. Oh, it does. I was gonna say, it means when we have kids, it'll be great.
hello, and welcome back to the gay side of the internet.
Yay!
Yay. We are
Alive!
alive. Yes, we're alive. You're most importantly, you are
Most
alive.
importantly,
You
I'm alive.
You survived. I'm
I
so glad.
Sure did.
Describe to me this whole experience we've just had in the last 2 weeks.
It's been a bit strange, a bit of a fever dream. It's sort of like a holiday, but
But it's not.
not.
A pain holiday?
Yeah, a holiday of pain and uselessness.
Yeah. So, you went into hospital.
Yes.
And I was worried about navigating the system. I was quite upset about, like, how do I make sure they take me seriously and how do I get out of the hospital?
And how did you go?
It was fine.
Yeah. I think they treated you very seriously.
And when I went and got flowers for you, the lady at the op shop, I got a cup to put them in from the op shop, and she was very much like, oh, I hope your partner recovers. Partner. I'm like,
I actually
bless.
had one of the nurses
She
at the
was so
hospital.
nice.
When they were like, who's coming to pick you up? And I was like, oh, my partner's coming. And they immediately went with they, them pronouns. Like, they did not assume. A couple people assumed. Someone asked me if my husband was coming to get me.
I did get he a couple times when I was inquiring about you, but
Yeah,
I was like,
but
whatever.
mostly everyone was good. Had some good nurses. I was only in hospital for one night in the end. Thought I might stay Tuesday and Wednesday night, but by Wednesday afternoon I was doing quite well, and sleeping in the hospital sucks.
Yeah, so it was probably better you came back to my family's house to sleep.
And as per usual with public hospitals in Australia, they need the bed space.
They
were
kick
like-
you out.
They were like, if you're okay, fuck off, piss off. It's like, yeah, you know what, it's fine. Lauren, come get me. Let's have a proper sleep, because I had a terrible sleep that night. Mostly because there was someone on this side of me and someone on that side of me who both had appendicitis.
Oh my god.
And they were not having a good time. Now that we are back at our house,
This is your little setup.
this is my little setup. This is where I live every day.
Well, we've only been here for 1 or 2 days.
We stole this coffee table from your parents' house.
Yep.
Because I was like, that's going to be a
Borrowed
perfect
it
height for the couch.
for the
and it is.
lounge.
Because I have to sit with my leg elevated.
All the time.
All the time.
But the most important thing is, today, this is coming off.
It sure is.
It's getting
Bye-bye.
snipped off.
Cast number 1.
And how are you feeling about it?
Pretty excited, actually, because we'll finally get to see what happened.
Yeah, I'm literally really, like, it's weird to be excited, but I'm excited because I want to see.
Because, like, potentially the entire structure of my foot is going to be different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've had the best time giving you these every night.
Oh, God.
At 6 p.m. I've had to learn how to inject you with blood thinners.
Because I'm in a cast and because my foot's elevated and I'm not moving a lot, there's potential for blood clots, so you have to have blood thinners, and Lauren has been stabbing them into my stomach.
Yeah.
Good job. Maybe the last one. They give me permission. Alright, come back to me in 5 minutes.
If you don't want to see a Brutus, don't look, but
We tried the leg.
it looks horrible.
It did not
and
go well.
I feel really, really bad.
You did that to me.
I know. This is going to be used as evidence.
No, it's fine.
If we ever break up, people are going to snip this out of context.
The tummy is much better. So
Yeah,
pro
you don't have to
tip,
feel it.
if anyone wants to be on injection blood thinners,
Just
stick with the tummy.
Yeah.
Crab walk.
Talk to me about spending 2 weeks at my family home.
It was really good, actually. I think it was one of the best decisions we could
I
have
know.
made.
A couple of people said that it was really smart in the comments, and I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Yes, we are very
I know
smart.
it was our idea, but like, You don't realize how good it was because our house is tiny, but also now that we're home, I've been doing everything, which is fine and expected.
But it's been stressful.
But it has been because, this is TMI, but you ended up getting really sick.
The night we came back. So we came back on a Sunday night to our place and I got like a gastro bug.
And we were freaking out. I was like, is it related to the blood thinners? Because that's a rare side effect. But do we need to go to the ER?
We thought it wouldn't have been something I'd eaten because you'd eaten all the same stuff and oh my God, and I'm like almost fainted. And
anyway, so you were in quarantine for the next 2 days. I was like, no, you can't touch anything.
So I couldn't help prep the food, I couldn't help do the washing up. She wouldn't let me do anything. So
like,
poor
no,
Lauren was doing everything.
Because it was awful and I did not want to get it. Like, you struggled. It was... I've never seen you like that.
I've never been that sick in my life. It was not good.
Yeah, so we didn't kiss for 2-3 days. And...
Made you sad.
Yeah.
There you go. But yes, staying with your parents.
The dogs were great. I think Eden really liked your company.
Yeah, I mean, she always loves it when we're there on weekends and stuff, but she would come and sit with me.
Yeah, your little buddy.
Yeah, she was my little buddy.
I think Mum and Dad enjoyed the company as well.
Yeah, I think they did. And it was good because then everyone was like around and we'd have dinner together and I could sort of move between a few different spaces in the house.
There was a lot more space to move. And I could fuck off to another room as well.
Yeah, so I would stay out on the couch and do whatever on my computer and Lauren could actually go and do a little bit of like editing work and stuff.
That's where I did the YouTube shorts and the editing of the... I think I finished editing their surgery video there.
So for anyone who is curious, because a couple of people did ask, the surgery I had is because I was born with a club foot, which is a disability where your foot is deformed from birth. Can also happen to your hands.
Were both of your feet? Well, no, I know one's fine, but
yeah,
were they both in?
I had a unilateral club foot, so one, but you can have bilateral, which is where it's both feet. So I had surgery as a baby and as a kid, and then related surgery on my knee when I was a teenager, and now this is just like another surgery that I'm getting as I get older and more stuff sort of happens related to the foot. Yeah, so it's a multi-part procedure. I've got a bit of new hardware in there. I might set off the airport.
You got the 5G chip installed while you're under.
I was under just to make it easy. If you have a club foot or know someone who does or a club
let's
limb,
connect.
Please tell me, because I only have met one other person in my life who had a club foot, and they were like a great uncle by marriage. So not blood related to me, but that's the only person I've ever met. So
we're gonna go and have Macca's now because you've been craving that.
Yes!
And we're gonna drive all the way to the hospital. It's a little far, but that's just where the surgeon you wanted was. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do that. Might take some photos of your foot for you. I'm not gonna put gross things in this video, sorry. I hope we come back with a bright pink fiberglass
I don't
cast.
want it to be.
Why not? Hi, Barbie.
I don't want to be Barbie for 4 weeks.
Let's see if I can convince her to get it.
I'm just Ken.
And I want blue. I bet you come back with blue.
Blue's a standard.
Everybody comes back with blue.
This feels like a Sleeping Beauty argument now. Pink, blue, pink, blue. Lauren won't understand that reference because she's not seen that movie, but some of you will get it.
Hi, can I get a medium 10 nugget meal? And can I make the drink a small orange juice, please?
We don't actually have any orange juice.
What do you want instead?
Just water. Or an apple juice?
Can we get an apple juice then? Thanks.
Yeah.
And can I also get another medium fries?
Yeah.
And sauce.
And sweet and sour sauce, thanks.
Is that all for that?
Yes, thank you.
1760 right there.
Thank you.
1760? What is the world coming to?
The medium fries is $4 alone.
Joyce.
There you go. Thank you. As long as we got sauce? Yes, we did. It's Macca's Monopoly!
Again?
Chippies for you.
Thank you.
Chippies for me. These are mine are falling out everywhere. We will need this tall thing.
And then we share nuggets because we're babies.
So something I want to ask you guys in the US, I've always been curious about. Apparently our Macca's chip sizes and drink sizes are different. And the only reason I want to go to America is to prove it right or wrong. This is our medium. This lens is a very zoomed out lens, so my head probably looks tiny. This is a medium. It's about the size of my hand. Is yours bigger? Let me know.
Line up for the parking.
So what I discovered was when we came here when I was visiting you, everyone comes and visits like the morning to, I don't know, 2:30. And we're here at 1:30 and there's everybody here.
Dang.
I can also drop you off up there.
No, that's fine. We got my scooter, remember?
Yeah, but...
Scoot.
Okay.
Scoot.
You decided we're gonna give this a go. You've been avoiding it because it actually presses on your cast,
just
and
a bit-
because you've been sawed in half.
It's just a bit weird with this cast. I'm hoping that the next cast will be a little bit tighter and that will be easier to use this.
Yeah.
And then I'll be free.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Are you nervous?
See?
Yeah. I think it's just because it's a hospital setting and I hate sitting in the hospital. Waiting to be
Deplastered. So strange. I'm glad that we're doing this actually because I don't really remember anything from me. Like
this part.
yeah, this part. I remember being like not horrified, but I was very like, oh my god, when I saw it unwrapped for the first time.
Did you have an injury or?
No, I just used to dislocate my knee all the time. Because you need the muscles for this one, don't you?
And I do not have one. Almost have freedom. Temporarily, sorry.
Temporary freedom, yeah. Sure.
Do you want me to help?
No, I think it needs to be a little open because
Yeah,
I don't
hold
want to
on.
bend it or anything.
Sorry? Okay, I have an arrow. Are you able to lift your leg at all?
Yes. Ow. Oh my god.
Wow. You can relax you can relax on my hands. It's pretty gnarly.
It is gnarly.
I'm like, it's not my foot, but I'm shaking about it.
Yeah. Slightly gnarlier than I thought it was going to be. So, to avoid the grisliness of my actual scars,
We're gonna draw!
I'm going to draw on Lauren's foot to show you where my 4 incisions are.
Yep, let's go.
First one is
It's pretty long.
here, about that long on the inside. I've got one that's a bit smaller there.
And then?
And then contortion yourself. I've got one that goes like that,
It's not that long, but yes.
sort of along the back here, and then one that starts about here and goes all the way up to there.
Which you can't really see these in the video you just saw before because it is covered with stuff, but you did get stuck in the cast.
Yeah, I have dressings on all of it.
And this one you can't see because it's underneath, but it is.
Yeah. So from like a top-down view,
Big.
it looks like nothing happened, but it's all on the sides.
Yeah. This is how you build a cast.
Actually, I got a cast on my wrist when I was in year. And when I saw the specialist, he was like, usually we do physio first, but this... So we're finally out of the hospital, only 3 hours later.
3 hours later.
3 hours later. It was a lot, which I had thought it would be a lot, but I think I'd gotten too focused on it's going to be exciting to like see everything and sort of forgotten the realities
Removing
of...
the stitches part.
Yeah.
Which you cried and cried, and I feel so bad for you.
I did not have a good time with taking the stitches out.
Even I was squirming around.
Which I think is because when I had my last big surgery, all they had to do was like snip the tops of the stitches off, and it was on like the flat part of my leg and knee. It just wasn't as bad. I don't remember it being anywhere near as bad. And this was like 4 wounds and they had to sort of dig some stitches out and it was not fun and I just had a panic, cried a lot.
I think you had about 9
Yeah.
bits that they snipped.
And the poor doctor
out.
doing it all was obviously like, thought that it was entirely his fault, which it really isn't. Like anyone doing it, it would have hurt and I
No,
would have
but-
panicked.
Honestly, he could have done better.
Could he? I wasn't looking.
Not at what he was doing, he just... If you're a doctor, you or a nurse or whatever, coach people through what you're doing. Say, I'm just gonna do this one now, or like, good job, I've done 3 of this many, or like, You know, I was doing that for you,
Yeah, you were.
and he just didn't. I think he caught on once and was like, oh, okay, I've done 3 now.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
And then also, we had to keep telling people how many wounds I had, which is also funny because...
None of them realised how serious it was, and it was
No,
starting to
first
annoy me.
thing-
Like, please don't fucking touch her foot. Your bone has been sawed. Like, it hurts.
First things first, there was an extra cut that I didn't know about. So I have 4 wounds, not 3. We thought I had 3. 2 of them are very close together, and that's sort of, I think, like why they've been grouped. But there are 4 separate wounds. And we had to tell the doctor who took my stitches out and one of the nurses
Hey,
and another
there's
nurse,
more stitches.
there's more,
Not done.
because they didn't know. It was just like, read the file or ask or have a look or something.
It's very stressful.
It was a bit stressful.
So we need to go home and have a big relax.
Yes.
Because despite it not being my body, I was so full of adrenaline. Especially when you're getting the stitches out. I was very and like shaking and stuff. Because
Yeah.
it was awful.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Now you have a beautiful new cast.
I have a new cast on, which is great. The lady who did my cast, the physio nurse doctor, was great. She was the only one there who seemed fully competent. Actually, that's a lie. The first nurse who cut my old cast off, she seemed good. And another nurse cleaned the wounds before they put a new cast on. And she was like this old biddy. Just obviously thought we were like 15.
I know.
And
like, mate.
And a couple times when I was like, that hurts, did not care or say anything.
You also
Pulled back.
pulled away. I saw you pulling away from the one underneath. Is like, that's horrible. There's still some fresh. It's hanging out a bit. But like, you were pulling back and she's still there, like being rough with the clean. I'm like, oh my god.
I almost
nuts.
asked her before she started, like, hey, can Lauren just clean it for me?
I had a thought of like,
I almost
should
asked
just
if you
clean it.
could. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to show you my new cast. There she is. Decided to get black because someone wants to paint it.
I want to put vines on it.
I know.
Green vines.
So they had a couple colour options, but we figured black was going to be the best canvas. And now I've got more, toe content. I've got more toe wiggle room than I previously had, and a little bit more space here than I previously had. But the physio was great. She put extra padding all around here and along the top too, so that I can use my knee scooter a bit more. Yeah, so that's my new leg for 4 more weeks. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who commented and wished me well with the recovery and surgery. So far, so good. So the well wishes are working. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone was super sweet, and I really liked reading them. That made me feel a lot more confident in everything that was going on, so thank you. Well, we're home now. You are nice and showered
Yes.
in your beautiful new cast. We've
Yes.
had some dinner. We've had a bit of a relax because today was very, very stressful.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to bed. Even though it's 9 o'clock, but
I don't care. It's sleep time.
yeah, we've had a lot of stress, so.
Oh man, the amount of sweat that I had today.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit not what I ever planned to have made,
Day in the life.
but I thought we should tell you what's going on, and also it's a document for us because we're gonna look back at this and
Yeah.
possibly even show our kids this as well. Yeah, this is your story, but you don't have to tell them the story. You can show them the story too,
That'd be cool.
which is cool. I like documenting shit. That's why I make videos. Anyways, see you in the next one, which I might be the Mardi Gras, or that might be before or after. I don't know. See you in the next gay one.
See you when I'm looking at you.